Got some gaming news that flew under the radar over the past week, mostly because of the Oblivion remake getting dropped on Tuesday, kind of ended up dominating the news cycle. But yeah, PlayStation decided to make some really sneaky announcements, and I'm sure that they probably had the best of intentions that this would end up being a big news driver. But honestly, just shadow dropping the release date for Ghost of Yotei after just a lot of silence. Like, I think even just recently, this past week, we were talking about the lack of content leading up to Yotei. I was even opining, it's like, is this still supposed to come out sometime before the end of the year? Is it still on track to be out here in 2025? And apparently, yeah, on like October 2nd. And once again, we got very little gameplay, and in fact, this 30-second trailer, it's a little bit more substantive, but honestly, it doesn't look all that bad. Like, I'll just go ahead and play it in the background, mostly because, yeah, it just sets up some stuff. Like, the voice acting is fine. You don't really get a whole lot of it, but it looks good, setting up a gang of the Yotei 6 gang members Atsu has sworn to hunt down. But yeah, there's just a big cinematic for the most part, and I'm sure there's going to be some things that you can do in the game that were shown off as well. But yeah, really, from what you can tell, right, like, it doesn't look like there's going to be too many trappings. We've heard about the personal politics of Erika Ishii. She's a bit of a nutcase. We've seen the difference in the development studio that Sucker Punch has become from the time that they put out Ghost of Tsushima as compared to Ghost of Yotei, and there's a lot of red flags, but that trailer, not that bad, mostly because there's not much in it. But as we got more details out here, I mean, I kind of hate what they're doing, okay? Mostly as somebody who, if I'm going to be playing anything on console, I still kind of want some physical media. And yeah, good thing about PlayStation, at least right now, they're not down with, the Nintendo pricing for games, okay? $70 for the standard edition, or you can get the digital deluxe for $80. That's been around for a long time. Another $10 for some stuff that, yeah, all things considered, okay, like, good. I really do like, I like the box art. It's superficial as it is, but yeah, it's very striking, okay? You got the 6 katanas that are down there. Okay, you got the sash that's obviously going to play into something. It's like, there's some things that you can pick up there. Okay, looking pretty good. And then the pre-order content, you get a in-game mask, the avatar. Okay, cool, that's fantastic. I guess you get that for pre-ordering. I remember when it used to be some substantive stuff, but okay, cool. You go in with the digital deluxe edition, you get horse armor. Oh Jesus, a sword kit, digital deluxe armor die, a charm, early unlock to the Traveler's Mask, snake armor, and then the full game digital only. Okay, it's digital deluxe. You buy it on the storefront, and that's totally fine. But then you can get the collector's edition, which, some of that stuff looks pretty good. Like that ghost mask, I'm not gonna lie, that shit looks pretty cool. Okay, then you got papercraft tree, and then you got a bunch of the goofy stuff that you used to get back in the cut with your collector's edition. I mean, like, I still have my Uncharted 3 collector's edition that's over there, and you had Nathan Drake's ring, the ring around his neck, and gotta think that there's just a little, 1 in 6 Nathan Drake that's in there. It's in a box, but it's all wedged against a bunch of other stuff. I threw away most of my collector's edition, mostly because they were all just kind of stupid. I had so many Assassin's Creed ones, from 2 all the way until 4. And they all came with, statues and, what was it, Assassin's Creed Revelations that had a jack in the box. I had that for a long time. I actually had that in my closet. It was crazy. It was functional. You had to put a key in the front of it, and then it would pop out. And it was the first one that had, I think that was Revelations. What Brotherhood had, but I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, okay. There were way too many statues, and then I threw them out. Who even knows if any of them were, worth it, but I really like what was that, God of War Ascension, that had a specific crate, but you also got a Kratos statue with the collector's edition for God of War 3, but it used to be when shit was worth it. But then there's also something that's very, very disturbing about this. Ghost of Yotei is going to be a game that is never going to have a physical copy, okay? Because you got, the full game, digital only. Yeah, you're getting digital codes in all of your physical releases, okay? I don't like that, okay? Yes, PS Direct exclusive. Talking about the collector's edition, retailers in other regions, digital game codes. You can start pre-ordering May 2nd, which I would never recommend pre-ordering a game, and especially one like this that has so many red flags. But I also don't like supporting something that's never going to have a physical release. God damn it, man. I hate that so much. So this news dropped, and it didn't get nearly enough for as many views as it got, just about 1 million views over here. And even the trailer itself, like getting 3.8 million views. Not too many people are talking about this, okay? And even fewer people are talking about the Marathon Alpha going live. I think it's going live for the entire weekend, but it ended up kicking off, Wednesday or Thursday? I think Thursday it was planned, but because they're so goddamn stupid, and as Grums pointed out, Marathon Alpha is live and social media chatter is dead. Yeah, you didn't hear about this at all whatsoever. Like, the only time the Marathon procced a bit of engagement is when you got those character designs coming out, and Bungie saying that, yeah, this is also going to be a premium experience where you own the game. Yeah, you can pay $40. This is a premium experience. And no, it's not going to be a free to play. It's not going to have a battle pass or anything like that. It's just going to be exactly like Concord, because there's far too many Concord developers working over here at Bungie right now. And even still, okay, like, the most exciting thing about this alpha is that it ended up leaking and going early. Oh no, a sign of great things to come. But the Marathon closed alpha accidentally goes live for some players, and yeah, it's even dumber than that. But yes, well, no offense, but it wouldn't be a Bungie. Yes, it wouldn't be Bungie without some hilarious bug alongside the launch of something big today. That is, in fact, at least for some players, the Marathon closed alpha has gone live a full day early. At this time, it appears to be concentrated to Xbox players for the Sony produced game. Yeah, that's why this is even more embarrassing than usual, and whether it is the full scope of those players or just some remains to be seen. The gameplay is also limited to just a tutorial that explains how to play the extraction game and how the players fighting the UESC bots. There's also a first look at the map, and it has not been fully featured. Perimeter, fantastic stuff. So yeah, if you were so inclined, I guess you could have checked that out a day early, but at this point in time, man, I mean, you could just listen to the people that are playing it, and honestly, I doubt anybody's even heard of this stuff, because Marathon Alphas in 2 days, they lifted the NDA. There's a lot riding on this. Gamers across the spectrum are so far not impressed with the gameplay or the art style. Yeah, that's a big takeaway. God, man, this is fucking ugly looking game. Let's keep it a buck, okay? The game has challenges. Destiny players have left and feel overlooked, and a majority of them do not want to play an extraction shooter. Even if the gameplay is spot on, I see a lot of disinterest. They will have to light a fire with this alpha, and yeah, they aren't doing that. They aren't doing that because nobody's talking about it. I haven't seen anything in regards to gameplay, and even the people that are playing it, Marathon Alpha players, surprised by heavy aim assist on mouse and keyboard, and Shroud really hates it. Yeah, PC players would rather improve their mechanics than have an assist. Now, here's the thing that just about killed Apex Legends specifically. It had horrific aim assist, where basically if you're playing on mouse or keyboard and mouse, you were playing at a disadvantage, and PC players were just, punching out. And it wasn't until Respawn rectified that issue and people started to come back to it. So if they're starting out with shit like this, I mean, I guess it's good that they catch it in alpha, but are they also checking in on the apathy in regards to this? Because I was out here looking for numbers, and we can't see any of this stuff. And given the fact that the game launches later this year, September 23rd, I mean, you take a look at the other peripheral numbers, and well, it's number 68 on wish lists, 27,000 followers on Steam. It's interesting, man. It's really interesting when it comes to people engaged by this. But as for the gameplay itself, maybe the aesthetics, for as much as that'll put people off, maybe the gameplay will be worth it. But Marathon Alpha has only been live for a day, but slowly expanding player pool has already ignited. Yeah, that's something that should probably be noted as well. Has already ignited its first major discourse. It's an evergreen topic among FPS enjoyers and a personal favorite to complain about. Yes, until someone tells me to shut up. That's right. We're talking about aim assist. Marathon has aim assist for controllers, which is entirely normal for an FPS launching on PlayStation and Xbox. What's not normal is that mouse and keyboard also gets aim assist, and it's extremely noticeable. Oh yeah, that shit's ass, because yeah, you'll be going around, you'll be moving your mouse around the screen, and then all of a sudden it just snaps. That's not natural. In an alpha setting, it's called aim magnetism, and it's on by default. Ugh, God, that's just it's as insufferable as motion blur. Okay, you would think that there's nothing controversial about giving all platforms the same assist options, but you'd be hilariously underestimating PC gamers' strong opinions about skill expression and the sanctity of pure, unadulterated cursor movement. On the Marathon subreddit, alpha players are sounding off. As someone who plays games like Counter-Strike, I will not be playing this game come launch unless MNK assist or aim assist is removed and controller players aim assist isn't egregious. Now we have actually seen the aim assist being used in a closed alpha, and let's call it what it is, a soft aimbot. This is absolutely insane to have any serious MNK game, and I think that there's no debate about it needing to be removed. Feels like garbage. I don't think I've missed a shot this entire alpha so far. Oh shit. And these are the people over there on Reddit that are most likely to be amenable to this game, and what we've seen so far is just, ooh, that's not good. And if Shroud is shitting on it, I mean, they need to just remove the mouse aim assist shit, the streamer said while playing Marathon Alpha yesterday. I get that Bungie is trying to balance between PC and console for crossplay, but it's only going to ruin the PC part of the game. PC players would rather improve their mechanics than have an assist. I mean, that's true, and yeah, you might think that ruin is an overstatement, but it has killed a lot of games dead in the crib, and Marathon was, as Grums has pointed out, and several other people have as well. It's fighting an uphill battle because Bungie at this point in time doesn't have the reputation that they did at the tail end of the 2000s. Okay, this isn't the same studio that brought you the Halo trilogy. This is the Destiny 2 going out with a whimper, not with a bang studio. This is the pride celebrating, BLM celebrating Bungie Studios that looks nothing like it did as the champions of the FPS genre. They're looking a lot more like Firewalk Studios. And for as much as they have mechanics issues, they also have monetization problems that are also going to be a big burden and a big barrier of entry for many. So I suppose when we either get a beta or we get more expanded access into the alpha, we'll see how the game plays, but yeah, we've definitely got another catastrophe on our hands, and we could be seeing another legendary studio circle the drain in 2025. Sucks to suck, I guess. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Cosmelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.